My daughter-in-law thought my age had dulled my senses. She was wrong. Right at my own celebration, in front of everyone, she secretly dropped a fine powder into my glass of whiskey. If I hadn't been watching, I might have collapsed, and everyone would have thought it was just an old man's failing heart. But that evening, I turned a murder plot into a staged exposure. Before I continue, let me know where you're listening from in the comments. Your support drives me to reveal the truth. My name is Arthur Vale, and I am 69 years old. My life has been tied to calloused hands, the scent of sawdust and steel, and the grit of construction sites. My success isn't framed diplomas. It's this house, a villa on the edge of Greenbrier where my late wife and I raised our son Daniel. It's my home, even now when I'm alone. But the truth is, this home has been cold for years. My son Daniel and his wife, Serena, barely kept in touch. I remember lying in a hospital bed, the monitor beeping, my phone beside me. I called Daniel again and again, only to get a terse text. In a client pitch, Dad, talk later. On Christmas, I roasted a turkey, hung a wreath, and called them. Daniel cited a work deadline. Serena, a last-minute conference. Hours later, I saw their social media post, beaming smiles at a lavish party at Serena's parents' house. The joy in Daniel's eyes was a blade to my heart. They weren't busy. They simply didn't want to be with me. I remained patient, thinking youth and ambition blinded them. I kept texting. Daniel, your old man misses you. Serena, I have that cider you like. Rarely a reply, and if so, just swamped another time. You know the feeling of calling into a void, don't you? Like knocking on an empty house. The irony is, I never stopped thinking of them. On winter nights, I'd remember Daniel as a boy, his small, frozen hands slipping into my cracked ones, looking up and saying, Dad, your hands are so strong. I want to build with you too. Those memories were a small flame warming me, but they also burned, reminding me how much had changed. Serena, from the day she entered our family, never saw me as kin. She saw me as outdated. I recall one dinner where she said calmly, People need to know how to enjoy life. Living like Arthur, pinching every penny, clinging to useless land. A whole life ends up stuck in this old villa. Daniel stayed silent, letting her words cut. The mockery cut deepest regarding my investments. Years ago, I began buying barren, rocky plots by the river. People called me a fool. Arthur's river rocks, they sneered. Worthless. But I believed the city would expand. I told Daniel, then in his 20s and newly married. He smirked. Dad, wasting money again. What's there but stones and water? Serena laughed. People invest in tech, and you hoard rubble. I stayed silent, but it stung. I kept buying. Each purchase met with contempt. Daniel once snapped, Dad, if you want to help, give me cash. I need capital. This land is useless. Serena was worse, mocking me to her friends. My father-in-law thinks he's a visionary, but he just buys garbage. I bore it all patient. A lifetime in construction taught me that a strong foundation doesn't show its value immediately. Then it happened. Greenbrier announced a new industrial corridor, precisely where my worthless river plots were. Developers came flocking. I sold lot after lot. Within 2 years, my account held over $28 million. The day the bank confirmed the transfer, I sat in silence, thinking of the road I'd walked. From a mocked laborer to a wealthy man. I felt hollow. I had learned to live as though I had no son. So, when my phone rang with Daniel's name, my heart shook. His voice was warm, unfamiliar. Dad, heard about your success. So happy for you. Serena chimed in, sweet as syrup. We're so proud. Not everyone has your foresight. Then the pivot. Dad, my business failed. Debts are crushing me. I need $5 million. It's nothing to you now, but it's my life. Serena added, it would give us a chance to start over. My heart ached. If he truly loved me, I'd have given it all. But I knew he needed a wallet, not a father. I refused. A week later, they were at my door. Daniel looked weary. Serena, elegantly dressed, held a gift, a mid-range whiskey. They pleaded, promised weekly dinners, a reunited family. A family can't be bought with $5 million, I said softly. I saw the truth in their eyes. They hadn't come for me. After that, I decided to host a gratitude gala. Not to flaunt, but to close one chapter and open another. I invited true friends, those who stood by me. I did not invite Daniel and Serena. The gala was perfect. Lanterns glowed, jazz played, friends laughed. Then, headlights swept the yard. Daniel and Serena arrived, but they weren't alone. Behind them were Serena's parents, Albert and Beatrice Green. We couldn't miss this, Daniel said. The Greens were gracious. We admire your resilience, Arthur, Albert said, shaking my hand. They blended in seamlessly, creating a picture of a warm reunion. As the party peaked, I saw it. Serena, smiling, glided to the table holding my designated glass. With a napkin as a shield, her fingers flicked. A fine powder vanished into my whiskey. She stirred it gently, then turned, radiant. Dad, everyone's waiting for your toast. I picked up the glass, its weight feeling sinister. I feigned a switch, setting it down and grabbing a clean one in a fluid motion. No one noticed. But then Albert Green, smiling, picked up the poisoned glass. Let me toast Arthur first. My heart froze. I stepped forward, clasping his shoulder. Albert, I was saving that one for a special moment. Let me get you a fresh pour. He chuckled, setting it down. The crowd laughed, thinking me a meticulous host. I tapped my glass for silence. Friends, I began, my voice steady. A truth must be told. Not everyone here came to celebrate. I pointed to the abandoned glass. That holds poison. I saw Serena pour it in. The garden erupted in gasps. Serena paled, then burst into tears. No, he's confused. Daniel stammered. Dad, you're mistaken. As doubt spread, I nodded to the event staff. Please show the overhead recording. The large screen lit up. There it was, in crystal clarity. Serena in her black dress, the quick hand, the powder, the stir, the brilliant smile. The silence was deafening. Then Serena shattered. It was for the money, she screamed. He has everything, and we have nothing. Her confession tore through the night. Daniel crumpled. The Greens were horrified, Beatrice sobbing. Serena fled, Daniel stumbling after her. Albert Green approached me, his voice broken. Arthur, we owe you an apology and our lives. I nodded, my chest tight with a mix of bitterness and relief. As guests departed, I stood alone, looking at the shards of the shattered glass on the stone. The house was quiet again. I poured a fresh glass of whiskey. This time it was sweet. It tasted of freedom. Justice doesn't always come from a court. Sometimes it arrives the moment the truth is exposed for all to see. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and share where you're from. The next story is waiting for you.
Predator documented identical trio prior victims minimum. Audio forensic initial. Expert testimony deposition playback authentic unedited verified markers metadata. Jessica counsel objected frequent. Judge Alvarez overruled each. Evidence here attorney. Next Jessica fiscal past. Credit $48K debt. Eviction. Recovery suits. Then Delaware LLC Serenity Oasis Holdings Jessica Soul despite Kevin partner claim. Offshore Bahamas account spa proposal pre 3 weeks. Transfer spa shell Kevin loan extract. Richard presentation precise. Doc successive construct. Kevin seat shifted. Pallor deepen reveal each. Defense summons William Hayes. Male mid-40s ingress costly attire. Temple silver. Success shame bear. Oath seated Jessica avoid gaze. Mr. Hayes, plaintiff acquaintance? Dated her 4 years prior approximately 7 months. Bond conclusion. Inhaled. Expect an informed mind. Then $110,000 medical quiet need or ex-spouse assault custody battle inform. Daughter 13. Custody risk intolerable. Action. Paid $82K. Liquid rapid. Fortnight post miscarriage text. Vanished. Number alter. Relocated. Gone. Transfer bank. Text Jessica money explicit produced. Cord mute bar sharp breath. Kevin Jessica counsel control damage. Honor. Hayes claims unverified. Richard cut. Duo additional victims testify ready. Anthony Ruiz paid $55K similar 2019. Edward Park paid $35K 2018. Pattern same. Gestation fake. Blackmail payout evasion. Affidavits sworn judge slid. Judge Alvarez perused. Visage darken. Jessica rose abrupt. Liars those. Conspiracy. Charles compensated. Ms. Harlan seat. Jessica counsel urgent murmur. Panic now mask Fisher. Kevin gallery observed. Visage disbelief recognition horror cycle. Judge Alvarez brief ponder. Sufficient. Suit merit absent. Ongoing fraud extortion pattern apparent. Jessica direct gaze. Ms. Harlan. Mr. Harlan recording Arizona statute legal. Evidence indicates precise recording captured. Blackmail house money attempt. Claims unfounded. Gavel descended. Complaint prejudice dismissed. Further, Ms. Harlan. Defendant costs pay $52,000. Jessica Paller ghost. Additionally, county attorney referral potential fraud extortion probe. Adjourned. Gavel echo rifle. Courthouse exited PM late warmth. Necktie loosen. Richard elated. Exceeded anticipation. Alvarez referrals rare. Margaret emerged. Brief embrace public decorum. Optics relief. Then Kevin parking meter loan. Adrift. Jessica 25-foot device. Rear. Pitch dispute escalate. Nearing Kevin gradual. Son. Gazed. 6 months initial true sight. Dad mails testimony. Tone fractured certainty crumble recognize. Aware. Regret auditory mode. Necessary. Kevin subsequent. Horse. Offshore gestation fake. Real any. Comfort lies tempt. Truth chose. Doubt Kevin. PI proof pre-meet research. Wage enterprise all. Deliberate selection. Kevin meter sagged. Role quitter. Condo sold. Paternal sued. Non-pregnant non-real. Nearer. Manipulated professional Kevin. Distinction. All lost. Nothing I. Hug pulled son initial 8 months contact. Possess me. Eternal. Unchanged. Once. Kevin shattered then. Childhood since sobbed shoulder. Held fundamental realign. Restaurant interior. Jessica upward gaze police near. Pre-Kevin arrival summoned. Standby. Forgeries docs. Audio conspiracy. Judge warrant fraud. Converged. Jessica flee attempt. Escape nil. Brian co-arrested. Fraud conspiracy forgery charged. Dawn Jessica Tucson bail skipped. $52,000 judgment fled. Unpursued. Kevin life exit. Victory key. September monsoons Tucson cleansed. Kevin spare chamber temporary. Counseling initiated. Employment search. Gradual. Reconstruct exceeds destruct. Sun gradual resurgence observed. Breakfast grins. Dialogue engagement. Tomorrow schemes. Eve. Margaret Kevin I rear terrace. Margaret Palm took. Disclosure. Margaret I engaged. Kevin reaction astounded. Grinned. Timely dad. Overqualified you. Margaret chuckled. Sensation years absent. Complete. Late September. Modest engagement home hosted. 25 intimates. Understated. Authentic. Margaret attire simple emerald gown. Radiant grin. Kevin flank main attest. Mass healthy regain. Optic clarity. Toast moment. Kevin glass tapped. Rose. Declaration need. Months paternal foe deemed. Dominance. Envy. Bliss ruin attempt. Tone firmed. Verity. Grandest love nay when I universal. Barrier beloved danger. Hatred despite. Gazed me. Dad existence saved. Hatred. Suit. Severance permitted. Unceasing shield. Non-dominance. Affection. Gratitude abandoned never. Even self-abandon. Larynx constricted. Managed. Can you? Redo eternal. Each. Kevin glass lifted. Charles Margaret. Duo verity hard love affirm firm all retreat urge. Assembly small cheered. Glasses chimed encircled gaze. Sun reclaimed. Beloved flank. Tomorrow ruin built. Retribution non-Jessica demolish. This. Kevin save Margaret discovery. Victory matters. Story enjoy. Video approve. Channel subscribe. Story thoughts comments share. Subsequent story. Left panel select. View gratitude.